the New England Patriots with a pretty nice, simple, straightforward, easy win. Honestly, normally I'd skip a post-game reaction to this. Tennessee Titans, not that great of a team. New England Patriots, definitely a great team. Um, and like I said to you guys before, I'm like, Drake May at this point has graduated. Usually younger quarterbacks, I'm more open to them having great games against uh, lesser opponents. I don't care if like a Mahomes does it or Josh Allen or some of these other obviously tried and true established quarterbacks. But younger quarterbacks, when they play great against lesser teams, it's like, okay, it's still worth noting. It's still worth discussing for the most part. But Drake May has already graduated that. Like his floor is already like, yeah, I expect you to be great against not so great teams. It means very little to me in that regard, but still impressive. One of the biggest reasons why I'm even doing the post game, and I'll talk about this also on Monday, because I came in hot saying Nick said, well, one of his Knicks picks or whatever was that the Patriots are going to kind of maybe struggle with the Tennessee Titans, and they're going to get a new, an interim coach bump and all that. I was like, what are we talking about right now? The Titans are not good. The Patriots are good. Drake May's been playing great. This team is going to rally behind Mike Vrabel, and that's the way it's going to go. And it's funny because in the first half, you were kind of like, oh, I was already waiting for everyone to come on my, to the comment section and yell at me and be like, oh, Nick was right. Nick was right. You're a clown. You don't know what you're talking about. And then the game got broken wide open. We had a little bit of an injury scare with Drake May for a second, and you're like, ooh, ho, what is going on here? But obviously, he's obviously all good. But 21 for 23, that's pretty good. Uh, 222 yards, 9.7 yards per attempt, two touchdowns. He did have four sacks. Pressure was getting to him. He had to scramble a lot. Had a lot of runs, 8 carries for 62 yards, a 135.9 passer rating. At one point of the game, early on in the game, they couldn't get a lot things going offensively. And then Drake May literally was like, I'm gonna put the team on my shoulders. I'm gonna put him on my back right now. And that was the touchdown catch to Hooper, which had a great catch. But he was 5 for 5 for 51 yards, 23 rushing yards. Drake May, the touchdown to tie the game, and that was him. But what was great about this game in general was that, again, obviously they weren't able to get it. They didn't hit the ground running right where the score looked like this from the jump. Like you are watching that first half and you're just kind of like, all right, how is this game about to go right now? You know, I started thinking, oh, the Tennessee Titans don't want to lose to Rail either, right? And so I was just kind of thinking to myself, this is definitely unfolding in an interesting light, and it's not like Cam Ward was playing exceptionally poor or where he was doing things where you're just like, oh my God, this guy is playing, so awful. So there wasn't a ton of freebies necessarily to really be able to take advantage of. But what stood out to me more than anything is, especially with Hooper and Booty, like you had the players step up and make good plays when they needed to. Like they were the one deep ball touchdown. Booty was like beautiful see. I mean, like that's honestly because the commentator was like, "Oh, it was a great throw and a great catch. It was a good throw. It was an awesome catch." Like that was all about the catch, less about the throw. And again, Drake May is obviously I highlighted this before, and an awesome deep ball passer. I give that to Booty. And then even the Hooper, I want to keep saying Cooper, the Hooper touchdown pass. Again, a good throw by all means, but like that was Hooper. So I love when you see that when Drake May has been playing so great, when you see the receivers, when you see the pass catchers rise to the occasion to make some big plays to help out your young quarterback. Again, man, like this is one of the most under-discussed aspects when you're talking about great teams doing great things. Um, Most recently, of course, with Patrick Mahomes, it's like it's so overshadowed some of the huge moments that these other players make to truly become great, to truly become special, to truly help their special and great quarterback. And that's what we saw here on full display. So when I see things like that, honestly, it excites me even more so than just kind of like a traditional carve them up game. And I think the play calling was smart too, right? They obviously ran the ball. They knew that they could keep running the ball. Um, Stevenson having a ton of success. 18 carries for 88 yards, 4.9 yards per carry, and a touchdown. Um, I just thought it was smart. They didn't try to do too much. Um, they didn't let the close game in the first half get to them in any kind of way. Um, I forget if it was 13 to 10 or 13 and 13 at half. I didn't write it down. I already forget at this point. But it was close enough, obviously. And I was watching that game and I was like, man, why did I cut? I knew I was like, I'm sure the Patriots are going to win this game. But why was I so confident that they were going to win this game big and dominate, and that it was a ridiculous to even remotely question that it was going to be within 7 points? And then the Patriots answered the call. They rose to the occasion. They saved me from an army of comments of being like, haha, you're wrong. Nick's the best. You're dumb. You don't know what you're talking about. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Drake May. Thank you, Rail. Thank you, New England Patriots. Um, Thank you for stepping up and making some big plays. But I mean, listen, honestly, again, all in all, obviously the Titans are a struggling team. They're 1-6. They should be 0-7. Let's be very clear about that, okay? They should be winless right now. They're a mess. They just fired their coach. Coach is moving all over the place. The Patriots are actually stable. They have a great roster, a great quarterback who's playing really, really great right now. So, there's just, if it wasn't them going up against Mike Rabel's old team, like this would just like I said, I wouldn't even really be talking about it. Like, yeah, no, they won. I expect them to be able to do that. The Patriots and Drake May have graduated, right? Like they graduated from games like this where you expect them to win, and no matter what they do, no matter how amazing the score is, no matter how many points and yards they put up, it's like, yeah, no, it's great. That's good. I'm happy you were able to do that. But it's just like not sign. If Drake May threw the ball for 450 yards and like 4 touchdowns, I'd be like, no, that's awesome. And that's impressive. But also, like, it was against a bad team. Who cares? Like I said, the exact same thing about Josh. Out, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, etc. So, um, but it's good because these games still obviously open up the door to have random moments, random catch games. All teams randomly struggle with lesser teams, and so the Patriots are doing a good job of taking care of that and making sure that doesn't come out for them. And yeah, I think this game was obviously incredibly straightforward, and from an analysis standpoint, it's just straightforward, boring. There's nothing to really highlight for me outside of the team obviously rallying together as well as making plays beyond just Drake May really stepping up that were important at the time. I know, again, obviously the score got broken open, but in that first half, like they could drop those balls, right? And then the score does start to get a little weird, and now you go into half and it is like 13-3, or like whatever it is. Maybe you go for it on fourth down and now you don't get it. Like the game, just we know that with football games can just randomly, it's actually a fine line between winning 31-13 and losing 21-10 or something. Like it's a finer line than I think we honestly typically realize. So still good to see them all rise to the occasion and take care of the moments when the moments came to them. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the New England Patriots coming up? Big 31-13 against the Tennessee Titans. What are your takeaways? Any takeaways from a game like this? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so you agree with me or disagree with me? Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be a part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it, Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much.